All right, we'll see if this works. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Ashley, and today we are going to be choosing my March TBR. I'm so excited to be choosing another TBR. I chose a February TBR, but I did not film it, but I still chose it with our reader roulette cards. So I'm very excited to do that again. Let's go back to February and see how well we did for February's TBR. So in February, if we look back, I chose 6 prompts, which I chose 6 books out of those prompts. And I only read 2 out of the 6 books in February. But it's okay. We're going to give myself some grace because one of those books was a very long one. It was Saving Six by Chloe Walsh, and it's long. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of grace because that took most of my month, but it's okay. I did read some other ones in the month of February. But today we are starting over. We are doing a brand new TBR for March, and I am very, very, very excited. Let's get into it. Little side note here, guys. If you don't know Onyx, this is little Onyx. He's a rascal. This is how it's gonna work. We are going to be using these reader roulette cards that I got from Book People here in town, and they are by Pippi Post. If you don't follow them on Instagram. They're a pretty cool little book company. Very cute stuff. I will have them linked down below. And also I have an Instagram too. If you guys don't follow my Instagram, what are you doing? I will also have that linked down below. I post some book stuff on there. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing on that channel, but go ahead and give it a follow if you like this video. If you like my other videos, go ahead and give that a follow. So anyways, this is how this is going to work. We're going to pick 6 prompts from the card deck, and then I'm going to pick 6 books that match those prompts. The books that were on my February TBR, they went back onto the shelf because obviously I haven't read them yet. So they are back on my shelf, and yeah, let's pick some prompts. I'm very, very excited. Ready? Oh, that was smooth. All right, you guys read it first. Read a book that inspired a TV show. Guys, here are my thoughts. I know Boys of Tommen is getting a TV show, so I could continue Boys of Tommen, but Redeeming Six is even bigger than Saving Six. I don't know if you guys can see how thick that is.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
And Saving Six took me all month last month to read. Not all month, but it took the majority of my month to read. So, oh, should we go with Redeeming Six? What else would inspire a TV show? Well, no, that's a movie. Is Firefly Lane a TV show? Oh, it literally says, guys, I'm just stupid. It literally says this inspired a TV show. Oh, but this is almost the same. Should we put Firefly Lane instead and maybe take a little break from Boys of Tommen? No! Sorry guys, sorry about that. Onyx likes to attack the Osmo. So anyways, this is where we were at. Either Firefly Lane or we'll go with Redeeming Six. I think we're gonna go with Firefly Lane because this already has a TV show about it, and this is coming out with a TV show, so there will be one soon. And maybe I should take a break from Boys of Tommen because this is a thick boy. So yeah. First book on the March TBR is going to be Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I know this is about 2 best friends who we follow their whole life. Like, they're best friends throughout their entire lives, and we see, I guess, their trials and tribulations and how friendship can change throughout the years. So I'm very excited about this. I know it makes people cry. I know all of Kristen Hanna books make people cry. So I'm excited to get to this in March. So first book on the March TBR. All right, that was a good little prompt there. All right, next prompt. You guys read it first. Pick your most recent purchase to read. I got this last month. Maybe I should have taken the prompts out that I had last month, but hey, the cards speak for themselves. My most recent purchase, oh no guys, I'm kind of excited for this. My most recent purchase is the 4th book in the This Woven Kingdom series, Every Spiral of Fate by Tahara Mavi. What do I have to say about this series? It has taken over my brain. It has taken over my whole personality. I am absolutely adoring this series, and I'm so excited to read the 4th one because the last one ended off on kind of a crazy cliffhanger. So I'm so excited to get into this. I don't even know how to explain this series to you. I don't know why it's so hard for me to explain it to you, but I know you've heard it before. But basically the first one follows Eliza, and she is a djinn in this world where djinn people are suppressed. So she basically is running for her life, her whole life. People are after her. And so she's taking like really small jobs, very low-key jobs all over the place. And so when we meet her, she is a maid and in this house where they don't treat her very well. And one day she goes out on the town and this little kid, this street boy, basically attacks her and she wounds him pretty brutally. So she is able to defend herself, and she wasn't really supposed to make that known to the public. And the prince of this world, this place is called Ardunia, he basically, this little situation gets her on his radar, and he thinks that she is a spy from another land. So he and his grandfather, the king, are trying to hunt her down while she is trying to stay in hiding. That's the main premise. I think you guys should go in blind because that's what I did, and I think that was a great idea. So this is the 4th book, and I am so excited. I think every book pretty much leaves off on a cliffhanger because I have been binging and binging. It's so easy to binge, guys. I have not had a series that has made me feel like this since The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I binged that series so fast. I read the 1st book in like a day, and I read this 2nd book and the 3rd book I read in like 2 days. So I'm so excited. Very excited to get to this last book. I really hope this doesn't end on a cliffhanger. I'm scared because I think there's another one coming out. I'm not sure, but I don't think this is the last one. Anyways, this will be the 2nd book on the March TBR. We have Every Spiral of Fate. I am so excited. Yay! This is gonna be a good TBR. Number 3, if I get the same wrong from the last one. Play Spin the Bottle with 5 books and read the winner. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna film this next part on my phone. Do I even have a bottle to spin? Let me go get a bottle. First, we are going to pick out 5 books for Spin the Bottle. How do I pick? I don't know. I'm just gonna pick, we're just gonna mood pick on books that I wanna read. So my one of my recent purchases is gonna be Half His Age, and then we're gonna do, let's see, let's put Emily Henry back on that TBR. We'll do this one, and then let's do an Abby Jimenez. Why not? This is the next book in the series. And then let's do P.S. I Love You because I'm interested. Why not? You know what? Let's do Nightbane because why not? All right, that's 5. Okay, ooh, this is fun. This is really fun. Okay. All right, let's see if we can give this a good spin here. All right, ready? Oh, let's try this again. Really? Why am I like exhausted from that? Okay, as you saw, the bottle picked Nightbane, which is the 2nd book in the Light Lark series. This is the 1st one. I read the 1st one back in December, I believe, and I gave it a 3-star, and I think that I want to continue the series. I don't even remember what her name was. Oh, Isla Crowned or Isla Crowned. Basically, there are like 6 islands, and they all have to come together every 100 years to participate in trials so that they can break a curse. There's a big curse on this land, and basically six rulers? Yes, the 6 rulers have to play trials in order to break a curse, and the curse hasn't been broken for 100 years, I think, or like 500 years or something. Guys, I don't remember a lot about what happened in this book. I might have to watch a recap video, but I remember the ending of this, and I remember it being really crazy, and there was a crazy twist. There were 2 twists at the end that I didn't see coming at all, so I was really happy about that. I was very surprised, and I really liked the ending, but I wasn't like immediately ready to pick up the next book because I don't know, I didn't really care that much. So I think I gave this a 3-star or a 3.5, but now I think is a good time to pick up the second book. So this is Night Bane. It looks like, so the back says, "You were once the bane of my existence, and now you are the center of it." Ooh. Okay, now that might be really good. It's kind of enemies to lovers. I would say it's actually, yes, it's very much enemies to lovers. I mean, you saw the back. So I also just realized I can't really read the back, but I'll read the back of the first one. Okay. Every 100 years, the island of Lightlark appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game where the rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curses and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide. Each curse is uniquely wicked. To break them and save themselves and their realm, one ruler must die. To survive, Isla, however you say her name, Crown, must lie, cheat, and betray, even as love complicates everything. That's the little blurb on the back that it has. So yeah, we're gonna start Night Bane. Here we go. 3rd book on the TBR from playing Spin the Bottle. Next prompt, so let's see. You guys read it first? It's a short one. Read a sequel. Oh boy. Okay, we've got quite a few sequels up here. So I'm gonna pull some of them down that I'm interested in, and we'll see what we decide on. All right, I have 3 books. I have 3 books to choose from. So we can either do Redeeming 6, we can do Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez, or we can do City of Ashes. I think because it said sequel, and this is technically a 3rd book, this is technically, just dropping books. This is technically a 4th book in a series. This is really the only sequel that I have on here, other than Night Bane that I just chose. Are we gonna continue the Mortal Instruments series this month? I was not expecting this, but oh my gosh. Again, another one that I might have to watch a recap video of what happened in City of Bones. We're putting it on there. City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare is going to be on the TBR this month. I'm so excited. Holy cow. Oh, we're getting back into the series. I can't even, I'm so excited. The first one was basically about Clary, who she is a shadow hunter, which are these beings who hunt demons, basically. And she, on her 18th birthday, she's recruited by the shadow hunters, and she is trained and everything, but her mom is first taken. So she spends that first book basically trying to find her mother, and she is trained and helped and everything by this group of shadow hunters. And it's very fun, it's very YA, it's very like 2014 teen dystopian fun stuff. So this is the 2nd book, and I read City of Bones so long ago, but I've seen the movie probably like 10 times. I love the movie so much. The TV show has its problems, but the movie deserved more. It deserved more sequels, let me just say. This is the 4th book on the TBR. Here we go. Oh my gosh, read a sequel. Next prompt, here we go. Read a book with an ugly cover. Hey, there we go. Okay, an ugly cover. What cover do I hate? Guys, I don't buy books with ugly covers. I judge books on their covers. If it's pretty, I'm gonna buy it. I mean, Half His Age, I kind of hate this cover. It makes sense to the book, but I kind of hate this cover. So this is a good option. We could do, I mean, if we want, we could do a horror book. This is kind of a really scary, ugly cover, but like, I like this cover. This cover is very intriguing. It's really intriguing. I actually really like this cover. So no, we can't do that. Ooh, you know what is kind of an ugly cover? Okay, hold on. This one's kind of ugly. I kind of don't really like this cover. But then again, usually the covers are what draws me. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this cover. All right, let's see. So we have We Are the Beasts, and we have Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy This one is by Gigi Griffith. I've never heard of this author. This is a new author to me. Jeanette McCurdy, I read her I'm Glad My Mother Died, and this is her newest one. I believe this is about a girl who falls in love with an older man who has like a family and kids. And yeah, it says, Waldo is ravenous, horny, blunt, naive, wise, impulsive, lonely, angry, forceful, hurting, perceptive, endlessly wanting, and the thing that she wants most of all, Mr. Corgi. Corgi? Mr. Corgi? Her creative writing teacher, with the wife and the kid and the mortgage and the bills, with the dead dreams and the atrophied looks and the growing gone. So she's very interested in, I mean, by the title, somebody half her age. So I'm very intrigued on what this one is. I believe this is fiction, but I think a lot of it is probably based on her own experiences, I think. And then we have We Are the Beasts, which I actually know nothing about this. So the synopsis says, when a series of brutal, mysterious deaths start plaguing the countryside and whispers of a beast in the mountains reach the quiet French hamlet of Mende, most people believe it's a curse, God's punishments for their sin. But to 16-year-old Josephine and her best friend Clara, the beast isn't a curse, it's an opportunity. For years, the girls of Mendy have been living in a nightmare, fathers who drink, brothers who punch, homes that feel like prisons, and this is a chance to get them out. Using the creature's attack as cover, Josephine and Clara set out to fake their friends' deaths and hide them away until it's safe to run, but running is harder than they thought. If they can't brave a harsh winter with little food, if the villagers discover what they're doing, if the beast finds them first, those fake deaths might just become real ones. Oh my gosh. That sounds kind of crazy. So I think we have a pretty heavy TBR right now. So I think I'm gonna go with a lighter romance. I don't think I have any romance. It's basically all fantasy right now. So I think we're gonna go with Half His Age. I don't think I'm ready for this yet. So we're gonna go with Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. A cover that I think is ugly. Last prompt on the TBR. I really hope it's not one that I got last month. Choose a book with flowers on the cover. Oh my gosh. Okay, how cute. Does this have flowers? No. All right. Well, all right. Give me a second. Ooh. Ooh. We got Brutal Prince. That has flowers. Okay. Ooh, Phantasma has flowers. This one has a flower, but it said flowers, plural. Flowers, plural. So I'm gonna put this one back. Also because I don't really want to read that. All right, we're gonna go with these three options. So I have Foxglove King. This has some nice roses on it and some flowers on the back here. Sorry, those aren't roses. I actually don't know my flowers, so I don't know what kind of flowers those are. But this one, Phantasma, has roses all around it. So we could do Phantasma, or we can start a new series and do Brutal Prince that also has a flower in the middle and some flowers like up here. I know Phantasma is like Caraval, but also like adult version of Caraval. And I don't think I'm ready for that yet. So I'm gonna put this one back. And I think because my TBR is super high fantasy, I'm also not gonna do Foxglove King. I think we're gonna start Brutal Prince. I believe this is a mafia romance and it's pretty short. So I'm actually very excited to put this on the TBR because my TBR is starting to look kind of crazy. So I think, oh, this one also has pictures. Look at this. Oh, that's a crazy picture. Hold on, let me find an appropriate picture. Look at her. Oh my god, some gorgeous, gorgeous drawings. So I think this is a marriage of convenience, I want to guess, but it's the mafia. So on the back it says, they're a match made in hell. The Griffins and the Gallows have been battling for control of Chicago's underworld for generations. The rivalry has always been flammable, but it reignites when Ada, the youngest and wildest Gallows sibling, crashes a party at the Griffin mansion and accidentally sets fire to the library. That's really funny. To stave off all-out war, her father quickly arranges a marriage between her and Callum Griffin, eldest son and heir to the Irish mafia. Cold, ambitious, and brutal, Callum is determined to tame his headstrong new bride, but Ada is more than capable of giving as good as she gets, starting with poisoning Callum on their wedding night. The problem is murdering him would be a lot easier if he didn't look so good while she was trying to do it. Oh my gosh. This sounds so good. I know this is a pretty popular series, but this will be my first mafia romance. I don't think I've ever read any mafia romance, and I know it's a great genre. So I'm very excited to read Brutal Prince, and I'm glad it's a shorter book. Let's go over the prompts that we got. Our first prompt was read a book that inspires a TV show, and we did Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. And then our second prompt was pick your most recent purchase, and that is Every Spiral of Fate by Tahara Mafi. And the next prompt was play Spin the Bottle, and we got Nightbane. Sorry, you're gonna hear my cat. He's playing in the background. Then we have read a sequel, and we chose City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. Then we got read a book with an ugly cover, and we are doing Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. And then last but not least, we did a book with flowers on the cover, and we chose Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. This is a banger TBR, guys. This is so cool. I am very excited for March and what we have in store for this reading month. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate everyone here. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, might as well like and subscribe, stay a while. Why not? If you enjoyed it, I mean, I don't see why not. This is what we're looking like. We have some romance, we have fantasy. Oh, we have two romances, and then we have fantasy and fiction. So this is the TBR. Thank you guys so much for watching. Question of the day is going to be, what is on your March TBR? What are you interested in reading this month? Let me know if you've read any of the books that I've chosen. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will have my social media accounts linked down below. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And I will also have the cards linked down below as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in another video. Bye.